everyone, welcome to a new video on the channel. It's Tuesday the 6th of July 2021 and tonight I'm heading to Hebburn Town against Gateshead in a friendly. As well as that, I'll be doing my reaction to the release of the National League North fixtures. So let's get through this video, let's get into it. Right, so here I am in Hebburn. Going into the new season, Hebburn will be in the Northern Premier League Division 1 East. Same one's bickering after they were granted promotion from the Northern League at the end of last season. As well, in May they won the FA Vars for the season before last. As for Gateshead, as a Gateshead fan, you know, I'm intrigued to watch tonight's game. You know, there's a few new players on show, as well as no doubt a few trialists, and we fortunately were able to keep a good bulk of the core of last season and the season before squad on. I'm particularly excited to see Kedwin Scott play. You know, obviously a player who was at Hebburn last season. He scored 22 goals in 17 games with it. Doesn't matter what level you play on. If that's your goal scoring record, then you're obviously doing something very right, and you deserve to play at a higher level. As well as him, you know, we've got Adam Campbell, who we signed from Darlington. It'll be interesting to see if that is the forward partnership. Robbie Tinkler's come back at York, so it'll be interesting as well to see if we play him at right back and shift Alex Nicholson to centre half. Yeah, a lot of questions that are being asked. We won't get the answers as such tonight, but it'll be interesting to see what Mike Williamson decides to do. I've no doubt he'll try and give minutes to as many players as possible. So yeah, really excited. It's all starting to feel real now that the gates are back and back with fans. Right, so here we are then. Cannot wait for this. So Gateshead are warming up over there, the Hebburn over there. I imagine it's just to preserve the pitch today. It's been very wet. Right, here come Gateshead. Also, we're going to be playing 2 different 11s tonight. So yeah, let's go. Right, here come Hebburn onto the pitch. Looks like we're just about set for kick-off. And we're off.
Unless they're turning right, you gotta get out of there. Go, you have a come.
Go on, Paul. They're in. On now.
Too easy! Come on!
Shorty's not real, he's just a spectator. Shorty's just spectator.
Go on! Go on! Oh! Good move!
Oh wow.
Go on! Oh! Go on, Mike! Go on! Oh! Give it up, lads! Go on! Go on! Oh! Hit it! Shoot! Oh! Go on! Oh! Go on! Go on! Oh! What a save! Go on! Go on! Penalty! Yay! Come on! Come on, Paul.
Alright.
Since when did Mark Thornton turn into prime Buffon? Go on! Go on! Yes! Come on! Go on, Macca. Yes! We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league.
Go on. Disastrous.
Go on, Greg.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Hey, lads. So at half time it's Hebburn Town 0, Gateshead 2. Been really impressed with the attacking play here. You know, getting forward with a lot of pace, you know, creating plenty of chances. And to be honest, if it wasn't for Mark Thornton having a really good game, to be fair to him, I think we'll be even further ahead. You know, we're going to change the entire team around now, I think, and it seems we're going to be changing the kit as well. The second half will be interesting, obviously, to see that Kevin Scott and Adam Campbell partnership, which has been so talked about over the summer. Also, as well, you know, see how the likes of Alex Nicholson and players like that getting on. So, looking forward to the second half. Hopefully, we can get a few more goals and get first win of pre-season under our belts. Oh no!
Come
Go on! Oh! Go on, Jack. Go on, Jack. Go on, Adam.
Go on! Go on!
Yes! Go on!
Go on!
Go on! Bang!
Hey! Send them off! Oh, Alex!
There's the church window, the middle one. Oh, wait.
Yay! We're about a minute left and they're going to score. Go on, Kedwin.
Come on! Oh! Hit the belly.
Go on.
Go on! Why don't you just fucking shoot? Let's do it, man.
Oh.
Go on! Go on!
James, come on.
Hey. Well done, lads. So the final score was Hebburn Town 1, Gateshead 4. Yeah, pretty pleased with what I've seen there tonight. I thought, you know, the overall attacking play was excellent. I thought some of the younger lads that came on in the second half did gave a pretty good account of themselves, etc. So yeah, not a lot to sort of grumble at there. I mean, I know we had 2 penalties saved, but for the sheer fact that, you know, going forward we does genuinely look like there could be some real potential there. We'll just leave it at that, really. So yeah, absolutely delighted. We'll see you in the morning, tomorrow afternoon, where I will be doing my reaction to the release of the fixtures. Right, so I'm finally back home. What a great night that was. You know, it was just so great, you know, just to catch up with all those people I've not seen in so long. But now, let's leave this last year and a bit behind, you know, and let's start looking forward to the future. As I speak, it's past midnight, so on that note, happy Fixtures Day. I will catch you later for the outcome of those. Right, so in just over 10 minutes the new fixtures will be released. Initial thoughts going into it, selfishly speaking, I would like us to start away, be at home on the 30th of October, home on Boxing Day, and at home on my birthday, the 30th of April, and at home on the final day, the 7th of May. If I had an absolute preference for first game, I'd like to start with a trip to AFC Fylde, you know, to get a nice little weekend in Blackpool while the weather's still nice, and, you know, as well, you know, get one of the tougher games out of the way early on. No, I think looking at it, I'd quite like, you know, the games against Gloucester and Bradford Park Avenue to be in the winter months. So obviously bearing in mind that they've got 3G pitches, you know, it's just so it's just so, you know, I could travel there with a bit more confidence that the game won't get called off or anything like that. But also as well, I'd like to think that the games that are subjected to that are on days that are subject to cup competitions, let's say, I'd like to think that they'd be at least sort of remotely reasonable, so there's no like chance of like away to Brackley or away to Leamington getting rearranged because of that. You know, if it's games like Guiseley, Farsley Celtic, Curzon Ashton, you know, I won't grumble at that too much. But anyway, let's get into this. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Right, so the fixtures are now out. I'll just sort of run you through sort of the key ones, then we'll end the video from there. So we are starting on Saturday the 14th of August with an away game against Leamington. So getting one of the longer trips out of the way early isn't really that bad a thing, to be fair. Followed a week later by the first home game of the season, which will be against Kettering Town. Again, I think probably the same principle for them, to be fair. They'll probably be happy to get us out of the way, you know, cause that's a pretty long journey for them. And we're finishing August with an away game on on Saturday the 28th against Chester, followed by the home game on Monday the 30th, the bank holiday, against Guiseley. In terms of sort of games with sort of a local interest, Steve Watson will make his return to the International Stadium on Saturday the 6th of November, subject to either team participating in the first round of the FA Cup. On Saturday the 20th of November, it will be a trip to Spennymoor Town. As usual, on Boxing Day it is Blythe Spartans. This year it is at home at the International Stadium, followed 2 days later by a trip to Darlington, before the first game of 2022 being the away trip to Blythe. Back end of January we have our first visit to the York Community Stadium. Well, at least Gateshead do, obviously I've been twice. But the first visit will be on to the Gateshead there will be on Saturday the 29th of January. On Saturday the 19th of February it is a visit from Spennymoor. In terms of Easter weekend, we are away to Guiseley on Good Friday before Darlington make the trip to International Stadium on Easter Monday. In terms of the back end of the season, the last 3 games are at home to Southport, away to Chorley, and at home to Hereford, which incidentally is the game that we would have had if last season had finished. A quick one, sort of as a pointer, these games are going to be subjected to participation in cup competitions, and they are the away game at Bradford Park Avenue on the 16th of October. As I mentioned, the home game against York City on the 6th of November. The home game against Telford on the 4th of December, that is, if either team gets to the second round of the FA Cup. I mean, I know could be seen as a tall stretch, but yeah, it's not uncommon for National League North teams. The home game against Chorley on the 8th of January, subject to the third round of the FA Cup. Again, I know it's unlikely, but still, you just got to bear it in mind, haven't you? The away game to Hereford on the 15th of January is subject to the FA Trophy, and considering Hereford made it to the final of that last year, you know, there's fairly good chance that could end up being rearranged. And I was very optimistic at this point, but AFC Fylde at home, subject to the 4th round of the FA Cup. on Saturday the 5th of February. That is on Saturday the 12th of February. The away game to Alfreton is subject to the FA Trophy. As is the away game to Gloucester City on the 12th of March, and the away game to Brackley Town on the 2nd of April. So we've not really had a rubber green with games that are subject to the FA Trophy there, have we? But that's the way it goes. It goes, doesn't it? But that is that for this video. A quick word on Hebburn. I thought it really gave us a good sort of test last night, especially in the second half. You know, they played some nice stuff and got themselves on the score sheet, etc. They've always been a nice club. Obviously, they've helped Gateshead out a lot in the past, and obviously us Gateshead fans really appreciate that. So I'd like to wish them all the best for the coming season. Fingers crossed they'll play Pickering away on an appropriate day, so I can go along to that game, because that's one I'd be very much interested in doing. That is that for this video. I'll be back later on tonight with tonight's game between Duncan Park and Rosedale. Don't worry, it won't be uploaded while the England game's on. But until then, take care, and I will see you later.